Uh,
What's up, y'all? JDB Sports. Been a while, but we're back. We had missed last week. We had a couple hiatuses going on, but we're back into these picks. Yeah, Peyton 7X Yay recap. Let's
yay,
go.
yay, yay. Jumping back into it, feeling a lot better personally. Know we are as a collective. Let's jump into some news. Not too many injuries this week, thank goodness, but are some key ones. Marion Hampton of the Chargers going on IR for 4 games with the high ankle sprain. Just disheartening seeing our team fall apart, in all honesty. Another running back injury I got is Antonio Gibson tearing his ACL and being out for the year. So more opportunities for fumbling Ramondre and Travion Henderson, the rookie. See if he can get more push going forward. Hasn't played that much because of pass pro concerns.
Why they hate on Ramondre?
It's more Travion because Ramondre's having all these fumbling issues, man.
You can't hold on to the ball. That's crazy.
Yeah. I think he has 4 fumbles already through 5 weeks, which is absurd.
Yeah, we also got to talk about that Joe Flacco trade and a 6th to the Bengals for a 5th round pick. Appreciate the follow, Chris.
Appreciate it, Chris.
Already getting started with a strong stream. Joe Flacco doesn't really surprise me. Him being on the move after being benched. Dylan Gabriel taking over in quarterback in Cleveland, so we love it. Bark Boy, appreciate the follow. Yep.
Are you shocked at all that they traded him inside the division and that the Bengals didn't look for like a Russell Wilson or a Jameis even?
Honestly, I don't understand why they didn't look for like a Russell Wilson or a Jameis. Joe Flacco is old. I mean, but I don't know. I think a Russell Wilson or a Jameis Winston does fit that scheme more with what they do because Joe Burrow can actually get outside the pocket and extend plays. Joe Flacco looks like a statue in the pocket, so maybe they look more towards like a quick passing game with the bad line that they have.
Yeah.
Appreciate the let him cook.
I don't know if Hines will have any run in Los Angeles now, but yes, San Diego. I just with Haskins and Vidal there, I mean, they need someone to emerge as the lead back. I just think they're going to use a committee.
Yeah.
But going into some more injuries real quickly, we'll touch on Vikings. Ryan Kelly suffering his 2nd concussion in 2 weeks, going on IR. Spencer Schrader, Colts kicker, who's been crazy this year, going on IR, missing the rest of the year with a knee injury. And then Terrion Arnold and DJ Reed, pair of Lions cornerbacks, going out with a shoulder and hamstring injury effectively. And both of them were down at the start of the year as well with some injury bugs. So here we go again, to say the least.
Right, though. Here we go. It's crazy. All right, man. Just to say that about the Lions, we're going to hear, oh, I'm injured. It's going to be like this again this year. Just, come on, man. Better hope their depth steps up like Dan Campbell says they can do. And I want to get onto this Mark Sanchez news, man. I really don't got much to say about the injuries. What do you do with Kamara?
I would try to trade him if you could, see if you can get some name value for him, because Kendre Miller is coming for that job a little bit. But yeah, Mark Sanchez, man, where do you want to start it off with him? Because crazy situation unfolded.
The saint of a quarterback, Mark Sanchez. I guess dealing with the PTSD and getting a little too drunk and getting into some issues. Ended up getting stabbed, and basically he was portrayed to be the victim when he really just aggravated that. And I'm not gonna say he deserved it. Nobody deserves to get stabbed, but nothing really much there in my opinion. Just some drunken disorderlies. Yeah.
And I'll answer these questions and jump back into our convo. I would go for Brees Chris, and then Bark Boy, I would say he proved it even further. I would drop Hawkinson for Waller at this point, Brady, since you have Hunter Henry too. Just seems like Hawkinson, even when JJ comes back, isn't going to be much. But yeah, randomly in Indianapolis, he's set to call a game, actually. He's set to call Raiders, Colts, and be an analyst on the scene for that. And he biffs it up. He gets super drunk, stabs a 60-plus-year-old man, and now's arrested and won't have a career. So, again, just hope and pray that the man who got attacked is okay and will heal up soon.
Appreciate the likes on the live, Wagner, man.
Yeah,
love you guys
it, man.
showing out. All right, and you already talked about that. Well, actually, go ahead and talk about the Chargers acquiring some edge help after that Commanders game.
Yeah, didn't get to Jaden Daniels at all. He was super immobile. Again, good win by the Commanders, but Chargers acquiring Odafe Owe from the Ravens, who need a little bit of safety help right now, and getting a Lohi Gilman in a fifth back when Chargers got in a seventh additional to Owe. It's a really needed move. Tuli Pelotu has been our only good edge all year. Besides that, it's been a lot of rookies and Bud Dupree mixing in. Not very exciting for me. I love the move for both squads.
What the who? No, I'm just kidding. I remember him. Um, man, it's tough, man. You lost Khalil Mack early on. He's out still, and then I feel bad for the Chargers, man. Chargers have a really good defense, nonetheless. I mean, it's not like you guys were like completely letting gaping holes go wide open like the Raiders were. It's gonna shoot some shots at the Raiders, but no, Ed Max couldn't take down our running game, and I guess you guys couldn't either. But Derwin James was there. Can't say your guys didn't have fight though. Gotta say that. You got some questions. You want to get to them. I'm just gonna say it while you get to them. Derwin James had fight. You know, your defense was. You guys were in the game for the longest, in my opinion. When you texted me and said it was over, I didn't really believe it was over. You know what I'm saying? I have optimism because, you know, anything can happen. You know, you saw what the Commanders did last year. A lot of fourth quarter comebacks and last minute drives for touchdowns. I believe the Chargers can get that done too. Just they got to do something to help Justin Herbert because that line is in shambles. Definitely rotating out their linemen, having, I think, a third starting right guard, if I'm not mistaken. And then Pipkins in and out.
Bad. Yeah, Pipkins in and out, Becton in and out. You still got Bozeman there, and
they got to do something. Maybe do more dial-in quick passing game, some more screens. Maybe Keenan Allen can get on the edge, Lag can get on the edge, and especially with Omarion Hampton going on IR and Najee Harris on IR. Well, Najee Harris done. It's tough, man. Like you're down to Vidal and whoever else you guys decide to. Haskins. If you guys decide to sign anybody else off the street.
Yeah, we signed Naheem Hines, and he was on our practice squad and preseason roster, but I don't know. Also, Barkboy asks, I didn't get to your comment. My apologies. Who's your underdog team this season? Alex will probably have a separate answer from me. I would say I'll give you one out of each conference. I would go the Rams and the Colts out of both conferences, I think, are sneaky teams. Alex?
I'm liking the Colts as far as that goes, because especially what they're doing this year. I did not expect them. Honestly, I was going to go Jags because Jaguars have been pretty competitive, in my opinion. I guess NFC, I'm not really thinking NFC West like that. You know what you got? I mean, I could say Seattle is pretty close.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm going to go Seattle. And then I guess if I have to do one on the Eastern side, I guess we go Tampa Bay is definitely like an underdog. I mean, a lot of people are going to sit there and count them out, and then Baker comes back and has his 80-yard touchdown drive. So I like the Buccaneers, and I like the Seahawks. Seahawks are doing really well this year. Nobody expected them to get this high, especially with Sam Darnold behind that trash line, kind of like what Justin Herbert's dealing with. But it seems like they really schemed up a system to whereas it masked those flaws for the most part. And that's really what Greg Roman should really be doing, not to keep getting back to the Chargers, but I hope he will for your all sake, because I want the Chargers to go to the playoffs so they can make me a wise man and win that division.
Yeah, hopefully they do. Again, hoping for the best with them, but we'll talk about more of them in a second. Jumping into the Week 5 recap now. Thursday night football. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Rams getting upset by the 49ers at home. My takeaway was Sean McVay's decision late. I don't like the Kyren Williams call when Stafford has had that caliber of game. I think you leave it in your quarterback's hands and you put it in your best player's hands, Puka Nacua.
I agree with that 100%, only for the fact that when they were lined up on that 4th and 1, and I'm like, he's going to hand it off here. And I mean, I'm not going to get to my inner Tony Romo and predicting plays, but I'm like, he's going to hand it off here and it's going to get stuffed. And it happened. Honestly, Sean McVay just went too conservative. It was a BS call. He put his players in a crappy situation, like he said after the game. So not much there is to it. Just hate to see it's an interdivisional game. They're always going to be scrappy. They're always going to be pretty low scoring. I mean, the last few years, it's been like freaking like a 9-6 game for the most part, and missed field goals all over the place. So
Yeah.
it's
No, I totally get you.
it's great to see some competition this year with both
Mhm.
with everyone. To be honest,
Yeah, it's very, very parity league right now, and everyone's competitive, which is nice.
yeah, I can't stand a 9-6 game. I like defense, but at the same time, I like people. I like teams when they can score as well. I just don't want to watch people kick field goals. To be honest, it's just not a game that's me, in my opinion. So seeing a game 26-23 coming down to the wire there, loved it. And honestly, we all picked Rams this week, so we all took that L right off the bat.
Yep. All took the L, and
Yep.
again, I'll expect the Rams to bounce back against the Ravens, but we'll talk about that soon.
Nicolta Jones going 4-1.
Yeah, Big Mac Jones, good on him, man. He's been playing solid ball too. In San Francisco, scheme or not, he's been playing solid. So
Yeah.
good there. Talking about a new debut, Dylan Gabriel stepping in for the Cleveland Browns in a loss in London, I believe, to the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
Not much to say about the Browns in general. I thought they looked okay against a really good Minnesota defense.
Dude,
They ran the ball really effectively and hit the short completions, just ended up coming a little short at the end. Carson Wentz.
Yeah, Dylan Gabriel gives the Cleveland Browns offense, and I hate to say this, something decent, something to be excited about, in my opinion. Just because it's a new face, it's not getting blown out with Joe Flacco. Dylan Gabriel just got I guess, a little S to his game that Joe Flacco didn't, but at the same time, I feel like it's going to be one of those things where teams get tape on them and figure them out eventually. But just enjoy the ride that they can have being Cleveland Browns fans. I mean, they have bags on their head for a reason.
Yeah.
I hope that they can get to some winning ways or whatever you want to call it. That Myles Garrett signed a big contract this offseason. Are they going to get a championship in Cleveland? Let's see what they.
Yep. I don't know if that's the winning recipe when you've started 40 quarterbacks since 1999, but
Hey.
Cleveland Browns fans, be patient. Hopefully your time will come.
At least Brandon Whedon's not starting.
Nothing's worse than the weed, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, goodness. Talking about a division rival in the next game, Ravens getting blown out by the Texans 44-10. I'll let you start this one off.
I picked the Ravens. I thought Cooper Rush. I thought that system was going to be able to hold. I mean, it can't be that bad without Lamar Jackson. I know Lamar is a special talent. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's just a running back like everybody else was. But at the same time, a system in place as strong as the Ravens should have been able to prevail there. I think it's kind of a fluky any given Sunday win for the Texans. I'm not going to trust them. I'm not going to trust them. You go against a lot of their backups in the secondary, and you also have to deal with Cooper Rush as well in that game. So I'm not afraid of a Ravens team with Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush is not rushing to any awards, in my opinion.
Okay.
So I got. All right, man.
I like that one. They rushed to the loss though. I think the Texans actually looked really good as far as the plays they were calling go. They were getting the ball out quick despite a lack of rush by the Ravens. And in all honesty, again, we talked about this a little before stream, but the Ravens are the worst team without Lamar in the league. Honorable mention to the Bengals, in my opinion. However, this Ravens team is decimated with injuries. Kyle Van Noy, Roquan Smith, Kyle Hamilton, Lamar Jackson, head to toe. Texans, I don't hold much weight in that one. Just Ravens beat down.
Yeah, honestly, surprising to see the least. The Ravens defense is not known for giving up 44 points a game, but I mean, at the same time, they gave up 40 to Bills. And ever since
they
the Bills
are allowing the most points in the league too, 35 a game.
it's you don't think like that when you think about the Ravens, though. It's the crazy thing. I mean, I guess this season's crazy. It's crazy to say the least. Every game, every week, it's always something different. It's a bunch of injuries. Good teams getting blown out by bad teams. Bad teams just finding ways to win. It's just crazy, man. This is a hell of a year to start, to be honest. We're rolling in week 6. We still got 11 more weeks to go. It's going to be something special.
Strap in, and
Eagles
honestly,
are not the Super Bowl.
we have 13 more regular season weeks to go because 6 to 18 So we got plenty of football left. And again, I'm loving every second of it. Again, the Ravens through 4 weeks allowed more points than the 2000 Ravens did all year in their Super Bowl run. Think about it.
You saw the Ray Lewis impersonation, the celebration.
Yeah.
that was despicable.
Hey, you should be that mad when they're punking you that bad before the touchdown celebration. At home. It was more disrespectful to the fans and to Ray Lewis to lose like that, in my opinion. But hey, that's neither here nor there. Ravens will move on, trying to bounce back.
Who wins it all this year? Ricky says on TikTok. All right, Ricky. Not the.
Probably the Bills.
Really hard to pick.
In my opinion, it's the Bills, Ricky.
I wanted Bill. It was going to be Bills Ravens in that conference, and I think it was going to I picked before the season the Commanders go to the Super Bowl. Same time, I'm a Commanders fan. We're always going to pick our team. Bills versus who? I could see Bills versus Packers, or even Bills versus Lions. I feel like it's an NFC North team this year. I feel like Eagles just don't get there.
Yeah, I think it's Packers or Rams.
Oh yeah, the Rams too. Another sneaky horse that really should have went further late. Did, but Jalen Carter kind of had their number late. Yeah. Yep. Honestly, I feel like it's gonna be an exciting game regardless. Bills, Rams, or you look at even Commanders, Bills, or even Lions, Bills. I feel like I feel like Bills are kind of one of those locked-in teams. Like they can keep performing well and translate into that postseason. I feel like they're one of the most complete. Like what they do, and they really have a lot of conviction.
1000%. Jarrett, I would go with the Flowers Mason Taylor side if you really do need a tight end that bad. But let's jump into this next game.
Yeah, tight end.
Giants need some tight end in there. Giant Saints, Jackson Dart doing what I think he would do against the Chargers just a week late. 3 turnovers, fumble because he is squeezing the ball a little hard, 2 picks to Kool-Aid McKinstry. Saints roll in a dub.
Kool-Aid is
How do you feel?
Again, bad teams. I mean, these are both bad teams, to say the least. But I like the Giants better.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Keep going.
I said it. No, I was talking about one of the comments that came into Batia. Sorry, go ahead. You like how the Giants?
I like how the Giants defense runs. Just really don't like the offensive side of the ball. I really don't. What's Gucci? Steelers taking it all this year, says Santana on Twitch.
Fair, Ricky. And John Michael, you already know. If you ain't starting Julian Chestnut, you gotta go.
Gotta go. Steelers, though, we gotta talk about that. You think Aaron Rodgers taking it all this year, man?
Good.
He's had some convincing plays, not to say like that his Jets tenure was kind of a fluke. But you see how the Jets are doing. They're winless at this point.
Yeah.
I'm sure some. All right, man.
Broncos, Eagles?
Yeah, but let me just touch on that Giants, because I really didn't get a chance to. I was basically just saying that the Giants defense performs well. The offense, I don't like the Mike Kafka, Brian Dable system they got in place there. I feel like Jackson Dart just needed a week to get tape on him. I feel like he just performs inconsistent, just like Russell Wilson. I don't feel like there's really much any more to his game than Russell had. He's just basically Russell Wilson is just an older version. An older, more talented version of him.
With Dart, you at least get some mobility, which I like. And I don't blame this one on the scheme, in my opinion. I really think it was the turnovers. 2 turnovers in Saints territory. Cam Scattaboo and a Jackson Dart interception. And then you have a Jackson Dart interception midfield, a fumble midfield. They were driving, and again, you just can't have those costly turnovers against a bad team.
Breece Hall, London, and Flex.
I'd lead London this week.
Should I keep Geno or take Brock Purdy or Sam Darnold?
Oh, that's tough.
Pick something fantasy, man.
I don't know. I kind of lean Brock Purdy rest of the year, but it'd probably go Purdy, then Darnold, then Geno at the bottom. London and Flex, I would lean this week, yeah. Okay. Broncos, Eagles. Eagles taking their first loss.
Love, see it. Eagles die.
Yeah.
Anthony, appreciate the follow, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Nah, Lily, AJ Brown stopping mid route is crazy. A lot of frustration he's got going on. Travis Kelce even said, you know, if you're 4-0, what are you complaining for? You guys are winning. There should be no need. I get you're not getting your targets. I get you want the ball. Come on, man. We already know you're a top 5 wide receiver. It's the system. Kevin's just not really drawing it up as well as he should. I think Kellen Moore was a lot more creative. Talked about this before. And I feel like things are just going to falter and crash. Let's say Saquon gets even more banged up, and let's say Jalen Hurts can't. Let's say his mobility is shot for whatever reason. I don't trust Jalen Hurts to freaking throw it 40 times a game and win. He did it this week and lost.
Yeah.
And then
they lost because of it.
Yeah, and Devontae Smith and AJ Brown freaking doing tackle, like freaking playing footsies in the end zone, sitting there making tackling each other, saying, "Oh, well, you're not going to catch this Hail Mary if I can't catch it. If I can't have it, nobody can." Losing that damn game.
He did do it in the Super Bowl, but he also had a lot of help during the Super Bowl as well. And again, they had the running game going at that time too. They didn't have the running game going at all, and that's why they lost this game. They had no yards in the fourth quarter rushing. He has the same help now. I mean, it's a lot worse of an offensive line, and you see in this matchup, it's a little bit different. Against the Chiefs, you get a bad secondary. Against the Broncos, you're not going to be able to get away with it.
You got to look at it as far as systems are concerned, too. I mean, I'm not going to say Kellen Moore's and Kevin's are about the same. Obviously, there's different wrinkles in Kellen Moore's game. Kellen Moore can draw up a good offense. He's a bad quarterback, but he can draw up a good offense. And I just honestly, I don't know. It looks bland. It looks bland as hell and highly predictable. If it's not a tush push on 3rd and 2, or 3rd and 1, it's some handoff to Saquon, and it's going to be easy to stop. The Broncos did it, man.
Of course, it takes time, Ricky. The Eagles are still a really talented team. It's just when, but I think the constant philosophy switches of Kevin Patullo is ruining the Eagles offense right now to where it's inconsistent as heck.
You know, you saw the tweet about Saquon, Jalen Hurts, and AJ Brown having Austin Blake's.
Appreciate it.
All three of them having a closed door meeting for about 2 hours, seeing if they can draw something up, or a no coaches meeting. I believe that's something that needs to be done. I feel like they need to get on the same page, but at the same time, if Kevin's going to keep calling plays where it's AJ Brown is phased out of the offense, then I get AJ Brown's frustration, but at the same time, they are 4-0. 4-1.
Yep, 4-1. So they're still a great team, and when you're winning games, you're winning games. Noah, I would go Breece Worthy-Baker, and BTJ for Warren Jennings seems a little bit better. And then Agredy needs to go. Yeah, again, the Eagles are too good to not be doing well offensively, in my opinion. I still think Jalen Hurts is a really good quarterback. It's just the scheme right now is not putting everything together. But Bo Nix in the fourth quarter played great.
The problem is whenever a team wins a Super Bowl, they lose an OC or somebody important coach-wise. Yeah, but then they have to have a next man up mentality, hiring up in-house. This is why you groom like potential assistants and stuff like that to take over, and basically just it's kind of like a Matt LaFleur, Sean McVay. They were all assistants at some point. I think Sean McVay used to be tight ends coach.
Yep, they've moved around a lot.
Yeah, exactly. He's up over there calling masterful offenses for the Rams. You just got to develop your coaching staff, and that's on the senior coaching staff as well. You lose an OC, and you kind of just think that this guy's good enough. I really don't like his scheme. He's gonna ruin that Philly offense, like you said, and then everybody's gonna be calling for Nick Sirianni's job. They're like, now it's your time to lead because we didn't even like you last year. Even though we won, we didn't like you last year.
Yep, and the blame card will continue to get shuffled around. I'd go Caleb this week.
Against the Commanders, fast defenses. I mean, fantasy, fast defense on the Commanders is pretty porous. Even this week against the Chargers, we let some guys get open. Touchdowns were called back, and a lot of penalties. We'll talk about that Charger game. And
you want to jump into Cowboys Jets?
Cowboys Jets. Dak Prescott going up to MetLife and putting on a clinic, and Jerry Jones flipping off the fans. He'd love to see it. Fine $250,000 for that play. An apology. Just Dak in the offense really showing why they're going to be a top 5, top 10 unit, like you were saying earlier in the year. And yeah, their defense gave up 22 points, but most of it was late in the game. So
Yeah.
the Jets were really competitive.
Yeah, and I think Dak should be in the forefront of the MVP conversation. Of course, you can take a look at wins and losses, see they're 2-2-1, but you go on the road, face the Eagles week 1, hostile environment, you play out of your mind, you should have won that game. And every game since, you've been putting up 30 plus with ease.
Yeah, think about it. If CD didn't drop those passes, it'd be a completely different ball game right now. So I'm not gonna sit here and swallow Dak and the Cowboys in that way intended. Look, I should be the one hating Dallas the most, being a Commanders fan in the rivalry and stuff like that. But I can tell a top 5 unit. I'm not gonna let bias and fan bias, I should say, put a damper on things. Dallas has got a really scary offense. If CD gets back and gets healthy, and you get better line play, I don't see why they don't freaking drag that defense maybe into a wild card maybe next year.
Yeah, three questionable guys, and they're contending for a playoff spot this year. In all honesty, I agree with Austin Ricky wholeheartedly here, and saying that I don't know, the Cowboys can really get themselves into this conversation by being that good offensively, at least with 3 offensive linemen down. So
if the Giants keep stinking it up, they could be at the Commanders' heels in no time.
Yeah. Raiders, Colts, 6-40. Not much to touch on in this game. All I'm saying is all that talk of Geno coming in and playing some solid ball, I take back everything I say. He's looked like one of the worst quarterbacks this year.
It's system, bro. It's system. Up in Seattle,
I guess, but I don't know if I call it system when he's just not reading the defenses nearly as well. Like 3 straight picks to Jacoby Myers on the same route. And then
sounds like simplicity.
That was last week. And then you go to this game and he's throwing 3 more picks. I don't know.
He's the Jake Browning of the
I don't know. Chip Kelly has to do with it partially, but still, he's not reading defense. Yeah, back to the Jets days. Yep, tries to force him the ball because that's what he did at the end of the Colts game. He gave him like 3 of his 5 targets in final 4 minutes of the fourth quarter. You can't do that. You got to spread it out, and you got to be wise, even down Brock Bowers.
Not much to talk about anymore. Yeah, the Colts are scary looking, and the Raiders, honestly, I don't think any one of us picked the Raiders to win this week.
Heck no. Not against the Colts on the road. That'd be tough. And it was tough, 40-6. In a game you guys, I believe, picked correctly. Panthers, Dolphins, with the Panthers upsetting at home. Little Rico Dowdle game, little 200 plus.
I know Brandon's here, but the Panthers, man, yeah, they freaking picked it out. Ricky,
appreciate it, Ricky.
No, the Panthers, man, even through the mistakes of Bryce Young, the fumbles, just the inept play in general, Rico Dowdle broke out, and honestly, probably had one of a career day in my opinion. And then obviously having freaking to Eric Collins from the Hornets, I think we were talking about before stream, coming over, doing his best Gus Johnson. I just love it, man. Need more announcers like that instead of just these lame behind sus Troy Aikman and Joe Bucks, man.
Yeah, and even when you're a tandem doing it for so long, you could just get stale. Dude, I mean, Daniel's gone 100%.
I think he's gone by week 10, to be honest. They keep losing.
Yeah, I can see that too. They play the Chargers this week. I don't even want to predict the Chargers to win, but I'll have to.
You don't have to. Don't be mad at them.
I have to. I'm mad at them. I've Gibbs, Scadaboo, Myers, Waddle, Kraft, Addison, Shakir. Who should I offer for maybe Achane? See if you could do like Scadaboo, Myers, and Waddle. Waddle's value is super high right now.
You trying to trade out of these players?
Yeah, he's trying to trade and get Achan, and it looks like he has a lot of receiver depth. Um, yeah, maybe I don't know. Scadaboo's getting Tracy back this week. Myers has been sluggish, but
think
he'll
they're
get it going, and Waddle's going to be a stud the rest of the year. So
I feel like Scadaboo is just going to keep showing why he's the hot hand, though, even with Tracy back. But I mean, I know you guys got to protect your assets fantasy wise. You got to pick the hottest hands as far as that goes. If let's say Tracy comes back and ends up taking that lead horse back, and Scadaboo only puts up maybe 3 or 4 points, then you guys are asked out. So
this is what I'm worried about for fantasy reasons is Tyrone Tracy coming back and taking the targets away from Scadaboo, because Tracy was a wide receiver turned running back, and that's his specialty.
yeah, but Scadaboo can hit, man. I'd like to see that
for
I
sure.
feel like you take a lot of those short third down throws where he's got to really level somebody. I feel like that's his wheel. Where he's going to be in the
Jacob
game.
Sutton Laporta for Saquon London Warren. Saquon London Warren side wins that, and I will not be accepting that, Austin. Think about trading for Kamara in case he goes to the Chargers. That would be nice. It's just hard to bank on trade possibilities. Maybe I'll try offering for Javonte. Yeah, Javonte is going to be really nice rest of the year. I like that, Dylan. Good stuff. All right.
We're already get on some Bucks Seahawks. We have a few more games left before we bring in our third guy.
Yeah, we'll try to breeze by these. You can jump ahead on Bucks.
All right, Bucks Seahawks. Typical thriller of a game. Another 1-score win from Baker. Darnold shines, but not enough. I feel like Baker Mayfield and the Bucks just kind of have it down pat. But they're going to be that fourth quarter comeback team this year. Last year, and I feel like I don't know. I doubted this team so much going into the season, talking about, oh, Liam Cohen's gone. How are they gonna gel? And I'm eating my words right now. They're doing well.
Yeah, Josh Grizzard has that whole offense cooking still. Again, they were down a touchdown late. The Buccaneers were. They got that touchdown, and then they played defense, got the ball back. Chase McLaughlin played a heck of a game as well for them. They are clicking on all cylinders. Only loss is a close one to the Eagles. Again, I really like this team going forward, and Seattle put up a great fight. Sam Darnold has looked awesome this year.
Yeah, and hate to say it after you've seen Ghost in the playoff game last year. Thoughts on Diggs nowadays? Cardi B's baby daddy? That's what we're talking about?
He's hooping right now. He's getting back from that ACL, and he's doing a lot better, Dylan. I like him.
Go.
Talk about the wackiest game of the week on the schedule. Titans, Cardinals, crazy. Crazy 21-6 Cardinals. Oh, they look like they're gonna win. Fourth quarter, Amari DiMercado, what are you doing? Tosses the ball back of the end zone. Titans get it back, run the field, score the touchdown. 21-12. What you gonna do? Oh, we got Cam Moore driving again. He throws a pick. Oh, Cardinals, you're safe. Oh no, you fumble the ball to Tyler Lockett in the end zone. It's a 2-point game.
Crazy
Titans
business.
have time. They get the ball back, drive down, kick the field goal, win the game. Cardinals, you stink. Jonathan Gannon, what you doing?
Third string running back who wasn't even really on the team like that fumbles on a 72-yard run as he pulled his best Deshaun Jackson, dropped it before the goal line. Boy, yeah. That's crazy. Bears could be 1 seed, not gonna lie. Oh, Bucks, my bad. Bears. Maybe that's just what I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't think Bears. You know what?
Heck no. Bucks, yeah, for sure. I can see them because you got a weak division attached to an easier schedule. Yeah, exactly. And if you beat up on the South, then you go freaking 5-1 in division, and you handle outside of that too. They're chilling.
All right, we got the Commandos, Chargers. They call you guys the dead batteries now, by the way. The dead battery.
You didn't have a football name for a year. I don't want to hear it.
Man, shut up. We were finding our identity and we got
Washington football team.
Washington football team
beats the Chargers.
And go back to the Redskins.
Nice pickup. Yep.
All right, man. Gotta talk about it. The running game has gotten going for the Commanders this week. Bill Krosky Merritt. Deebo Samuel was toasting St. Juice all day. Now y'all wonder why we got rid of him. I don't know why y'all pick him up. Expect him to cover what's essentially our number one. Zero.
Yeah, he was switching off. Yeah, it's bad.
It's
What
always bad.
wide receiver is Genty worth? Man, that's a tough one because wide receivers are cheeks this year. Uh, probably like a Buka plus someone. Like that's kind of what you're looking at, like a Waddle plus someone, plus like a solid running back. Vidal or Haskins, Vidal. Yeah, like a Drake London. That's a good comparison. Maybe you get a little more than Drake London right now with how he's performed, even though he'll do better. But I'd lean Vidal. Haskins can be the goal line back, but I don't know. He's done terrible in his career. Speaking more on the Chargers, yeah, they are just horrid. They lost handily to the Commanders.
They were 4 sacks in the process. Yeah.
Yeah, Justin Herbert 2.16 yards to seconds to pressure, worse this year by a wide margin. It's so bad.
I think we're second. I think we're second.
I would do it.
I think we're second in the NFL in sacks.
Yeah, your time to pressure, surprisingly, before you played us was last, but after the game, it skyrocketed. Get right, Chargers, dude.
Oh man, appreciate the likes on the live also.
Want to speak on the Get Right Bengals?
Get Right Bengals.
No. I'll just say Lions tap that butt. David Montgomery pass for a touchdown, run for a touchdown.
Jake Browning, 3 more interceptions. 3 more interceptions. Dude is cooking up some turnovers up over there. They're at home in front of their crowd, and it sucked. Big time. Joe Burrow, please come home. We need you back, buddy.
Yeah, Colby, I was saying Herbert, QJ, and Higgins will start performing better with Flacco now. But
not Lions took care of business like they needed to, and Jake Browning stunk it up like dude's browning up the Bengals.
Brown in his Bengals, brown in his pants, and Joe Flacco.
Up the Bengals, yeah.
Oh goodness. Okay. Well, we'll move on to the 2 upsets of the week then, kinda. The Patriots at the Bills.
Oh, yeah,
20-10. Yeah, Cardi B, Stephon Diggs, powers unite. Drake May goes crazy in a Sunday night showdown. They take down undefeated Bills.
Gonna say, like, the rumors, Stephon Diggs did not smell like Cardi B's BBL. That is for sure. He was getting up in there and getting to it. Hey, that sounds bad.
Yeah, okay. He's digging in something. All right.
Oh, he's digging those touchdowns out, man.
They don't.
He's not digging in nobody's butt.
Yeah. Goodness. I honestly like how the Patriots played this game in the secondary. I really thought that they couldn't get pressure too much on that Bills O-line, again, being as stellar as they are, but they really provided great on the back end. Carlton Davis, Christian Gonzalez playing their butts off and pays dividends. Patriots go to 3-2, playoff bound.
Heard it Higgins here. At flex.
Kind of depends who you have there, Kellen. But you if you have a better player, I would try to sit Higgins on the bench this week, kind of see how Flacco plays with Higgins before you throw him in your lineup confidently.
All right, and we have the last game. I don't know if there's much you wanted to say more about the Patriots and Bills, but
nope.
Divisional
Chiefs,
clash
Jags.
Comes down to 3. Chiefs, Jaguars. We all picked the Chiefs, and I was supposed to be better than you guys this week. Come on. All right. That question. Jags before.
No worries. Typically Bucky, but it's hurt. Yeah, technically you just got to wait on Bucky at that point. Who should I get for Jake Ferguson? You can get a lot for Jake Ferguson. Try to get a tight end and a wide receiver back. Right now, Olave, Devontae, Rashee Rice. Oh, that's a really good trio too. I think even when Lamb comes back, Ferguson gets a lot of the work and still is a really good tight end there. Maybe not tight end 1, but I would go BTJ. I just think when the Eagles get ahead, they try to run the ball a lot. I could see some splash plays for AJ early, but Ebuka Harvey for DK Brees, ooh, that's tough. I would lean DK Brees side. It's just hard to give up Ebuka right now. Okay.
Hey, man.
Well, sorry. Chiefs, Jags. Get into that action.
Chiefs, Jags. Got another Henry and Brown for Jefferson and Dobbins.
Jefferson Dobbins, I guess. Lean. Will Garrett be fine against Sertan? Sertan's clamped everyone, but Wilson gets a lot of targets. I feel like it'll be a mediocre game.
They'll go average yards at some point. Can't be 100% all game, but it is what it is. Has been clamping down.
JCM for King Henry. If you can do that, I would. Fields for Brees depends on your quarterbacks, but Brees is a good option, just not this week against the Broncos. But I guess I'll kind of hop Baker right now. Ooh, yeah, I would trade for Brees then. Heck no, Colby. Again, the pick six switched the whole game around, in my opinion. Devin Lloyd getting that pick six, reading off the slant route, turning it back, changed the game. Jaguars stuck it out again, 4-1. Even though playing sloppy games, their only loss is the Bengals, weirdly enough. And the Chiefs can't seem to get on track. Again, 2-3. You have two people above you in the division. I think they will, but the defense does not look the same. Pick three, I'd go BTJ, Wilson, London. Baker, Egbuka stack. Baker, Egbuka stack is nice.
All right, Chiefs Jaguars.
Sorry. Yep.
Don't be sorry, man.
Wilson Adunze and Ravens are fine when they get Lamar back. Okay. Chiefs Jags.
Chiefs Jags. All right, like you said before, pick six ruining Chiefs' chances. It looks like that Super Bowl hangover is real. Jaguars. Travis Hunter was doing good on Travis Kelce, man.
Yeah, I think he played solid offensive snaps too when he was in there.
Might be the real deal. He might not be the bust we thought he was. There was somebody. A lot of people were labeling, I think it was Ashton Jency, like a Trent Richardson for a little while. The bad take, huh?
Can't judge these people through 4 games, 3 games. Like, give them time. Give them a year or two.
Especially when he's forced to change his stance to something not at all really that comfortable with. I think he changed back and he's...
Yep. I'd go Warren and Monty rest of the year, Gabba.
Go Gabba Gabba.
Right. Weekly picks.
Brandon,
is it time to summon Brandon? Get the graphic going.
Let's see if we can get him in here.
Whoa.
Hey, there we go. We all hear.
Yo.
Okay.
Nice. All
right, we got weekly picks. We got Eagles 6.5 point favorite. Well, 6.5 favorites. Let me not talk about it. Eagles are 6.5 point favorites at the Giants. I'm going Giants 21-20 in an upset at home. I just feel like the Eagles are going to tumble just a little bit. I feel like they lose one more game. It's kind of due to them. They've been winning in their winning ways, and I feel like just Kevin doesn't really draw up. I don't know. I feel like the Giants defense can get after that offense if they can stop Saquon and being backed up. So I like Giants in an upset here.
Heck yeah.
Right.
Before I jump into my pick, I'll just say about that deal, Noah. I like both sides. If you didn't need a tight end, then I like what you got. I'll go Eagles 23-17 over the Giants. I don't feel like they dropped 2 in a row. Again, this Eagles team is 19-1 in their past 20 games. I don't expect it to stop against the Giants. I'll double down. Brandon?
I'm going Eagles 31-14.
Ooh. You don't think the Giants... Eagles 31-14 for Brandon. You don't think the Giants have a chance?
Goodness. I like it then, Noah. Yeah, no chance again. No, there's no chance for the Giants, apparently.
All right, we got the Broncos 7.5 point favorites. Oh wait, there's a double typo.
No, it's my bad. I forgot Tia was typing. Okay, Broncos, Jets, London game.
7.5 point favorites on the road at Jets in London. I mean, they're both on the road. We got the home field advantage, London. I'm going Broncos 21-14. I think it's garbage time touchdowns at the end of the game. Really, I think the Jets are uncompetitive and they drop another game.
I'd have to agree with you.
Aaron Glenn's on the hot seat.
Yeah, he's saying it's going to take time, boys. But again, these are sloppy losses. I think you could have at least gotten one out of these games, especially that Miami game in hindsight. But you're an 0-5 team. You're playing an elite defense. I think the Jets are going to come in hungrier, and this could be a close game. But I'm just choosing the opposite script. Give me the Broncos 30-13.
30-13. All right, Brandon, you got what you got on Broncos Jets, man?
Broncos 27-10.
Nobody's picking the Jets, so if the Jets win, we're all going to be back here looking all stupid, and I bet. And maybe the Broncos do overlook them after just beating Philly. I mean, they're on the road technically again, and we'll see. Any given Sunday, right?
Any given Sunday.
Yeah.
All right, Broncos 27-10. Let's go. We got Browns at Steelers. Steelers are 5.5-point favorites at home. I like the margin there, so I'm going to take the Browns. I'm going to say the Browns 20-17 in an upset.
The
Appreciate
Browns.
the follow, Drew.
Appreciate it, Drew.
I love why I say I like the lines, and then I just go pick the opposite.
Patriots. Remind me who the Patriots play, Drew, and I'll answer you. I'm gonna lean Steelers this week, 13-30. 13-10. My apologies. I think this is a game that the Browns. I would go Stevenson then. Steelers coming off a bye, I think that is the only reason why they get out of this game with a W. I think if they weren't coming off a bye, I would have picked the Browns wholeheartedly. I just love teams who come off the bye. I'll lean them in a defensive slugfest. Brandon?
Santana also says he's taking the Steelers. Brandon, what's up, man?
Heck yes, and Tim.
Give me the Steelers 21-14.
I'm the only one that's picking an upset, bro. Come on, can y'all not be boring?
Not on that one, man. Not on that one. But I got one in a bit. So
Brandon, your pick again? You said Steelers, right?
Yep, 21-14.
21-14.
heck yeah.
All right, we got Chargers 4.5-point road favorites at the Dolphins. Going Chargers 30-27 this week. Like Justin Herbert gets right. I just feel like maybe Greg Roman dials up more of a quick game and can somewhat get that little bit of a run game that the Chargers. Dolphins secondary hasn't been the greatest at all this year, so I feel like the Chargers get right, and I feel like it could be by a sizable margin, but I'm going field goal right now.
I like
Mike
it.
McDaniel, oohed and awed his last way out of. I feel like he's fired soon. Week 10, I get my.
Yeah, and I don't mind that prediction at all. I'll go Chargers 27-23. I think this is a game where Devon A. Channon is going to torch the Chargers, and I mean torch. He's probably going to have 100+ yards at least. Not a game I'm confident in, but due to the dysfunction of the Dolphins, I'll pick the Chargers. Again, 27-23.
7-23. All right, Brandon.
I got Chargers 24-14.
Sizable.
Heck yeah.
Give Peyton that W.
I need Tua to have a stinker, man. I need Tua to just blow chunks.
That's pretty easy to do, to be honest. That's what we're talking about.
True.
We got Patriots 3.5-point favorites at the Saints this week. I'm going Patriots 21-14. I feel like it's garbage time touchdown. I feel like it's 21-7 going into the last 2 minutes.
Heck yeah. I like it. I'll piggyback off you with the 7-point game. I'll go Patriots 27-20. Expect the Patriots defense to be a little worse this week, even though giving up the same points. It's to the Saints, not the Bills. And expect the Patriots to ride the momentum last week offensively.
Yeah.
Brandon?
Going Pats 24-10.
Here's 24-10. Nobody's giving them a chance, but at the same time, the Saints have kind of showed up why last week against the Giants, so they can actually score. Kevin Moore does have wrinkles in that offense. Is it enough to overcome Patriots team that's kind of humming right now?
Yeah. Coming off a week, they overperformed to all get out against the Giants, in my opinion, too.
What do you say, 7 wins this year you pegged them at? Something like
The
that?
Saints?
No.
Patriots 9 wins.
9 wins.
I don't think anyone here is a Blue Jays fan, but I definitely like the Blue Jays over the Yankees.
Are we talking baseball now?
Sorry, someone just asked.
No. I see that. No, I did not know who the Blue Jays were. Honestly, I'm not gonna say grew up a Phillies fan, but surrounded. Don't like baseball like that. But
I would try to go Jacobs if you're doing that, Vion. but I like any of those running backs. Prioritize Jacobs. I would go exact order you put him in: Jacobs, then Judkins, then Javonte. All right. Rams Ravens predictions. All started off on this one. I'll just say the Ravens are bottom feeders. Rams 35-14.
Yeah, 7.5 point favorites on the road. Ravens have been really stinking up. How much Eagles and Broncos win by? All right. We didn't get there, did we?
No, we did. We said Broncos by around like a third, like 10 points, I would say, average all of us.
Yeah.
And then for the Eagles, it would be like 5 points the Eagles would win by. So Eagles less just because the Saquon knee soreness, and you don't know how teams come off an emotional loss, going back on the road, like
with all
just a bunch of
distractions
factors.
Brown and him tackling his own guys, and
yeah, the Eagles still win that one. So
it's got better discipline if you're on the Philadelphia Eagles. That's all. Honestly, they've been winning a lot lately. They're facing the adversity right now. Let's see how they respond. Honestly, I personally think that they lose this game. Just they drop one more, just by 1 point. So I feel like the Giants barely get something out. Yeah, I'm not an Eagles.
How do you feel about the Rams then?
All right. 7.5 point favorites. I picked the Ravens last week. Bit me in the behind, so I'm going Rams 30-17. I feel like BTA is in order. Garbage time touchdowns will play me up. Yeah.
Whack. Brandon, how you feeling?
Let me get the Ravens 27-21.
27. Ravens. You're picking
without
Cooper,
Lamar?
You're picking Cooper Rush?
Oh, I forgot Lamar's not in. Hold on. Wait, he's not coming back he's out for season?
No,
He's out. So no. So my guess is he said he's gonna try to play this week. He's not playing this week. He'll be out this week and play next one.
Okay, let's reverse that. Rams 27 and to 21.
Okay.
You think? No, you
Yeah,
should
Ravens.
definitely. You should stick with the Ravens for that. You should stick with the Ravens for that.
if they win.
Look, Tia typed the Ravens already. Now she's got to fix it.
Man.
I forgot
She
Lamar
fixed it,
got
all
hurt.
right. He is on that like
Money.
one on rice. All right, we got Cardinals at Colts. Colts 6.5 point favorites at home. I'm going Colts 30-20. I feel like the Cardinals kind of reel and deal from that. Their stinkers they've been putting up. I mean,
Yeah.
Arizona teams. A couple Arizona Cardinals fans that I know personally. The team stinks, man. Jonathan
Yeah.
Gannon, what are y'all doing? Like Peyton said earlier, going 30-20. That's all
Okay.
there is to it.
Yeah, Colts 6.5 point favorites in this game over the Cardinals. They were at home against the Raiders last week at this 6.5 number. It kind of screams off to me. I don't know why, but I think the Cardinals cover this line pretty easily. 3 straight emotional losses. The Cardinals are looking to bounce right in a great way. Colts are coming off an emotional high. Teams that do this tend to underperform. I'm going to lean Colts barely, but if the Cardinals win, I would not be shocked. I'll go Colts 24-23.
Cynthia Frigaloon type projection doing the 24-23. She loves those, man. I swear.
Mhm.
They never have some analytics behind. I like your thought process into it. I just see the Cardinals really stinking it up lately. You know what? Nah, you don't deserve to win. I'm not gonna win. Danny Dimes is gonna put on a clinic.
Fair. I like that deal, Amon, for BTJ. Brandon, how do you feel about this Cardinals-Colts game?
Amon, what's up, man? You're the one that we gave the fantasy advice to while we were playing Madden. Welcome to the sports stream. This is Peyton. This is our fantasy guy. Take what he says and run with it, man. What's up, man? How you doing?
What up? Brandon?
Let me get the Cardinals 21-14.
Okay.
Cardinals in the upset. All right, there you
Yep.
go. Doing good, man. Can't complain. We took a little week off. We had a couple of situations we had to attend to, but we were back, and we will be back here every day.
Yup.
a great
Seahawks. Jaguars. Next game. Jaguars 1.5 point home favorites.
Which is not really
Deservedly
good, by the way.
so. But I'm going to lean the Seahawks in my upset of the week. I'll go 21-20. I think the Seahawks have been playing amazing ball, just falling a little bit short as of late. And the Jaguars have been overperforming. I think this is a spot where they can lose after an emotional win.
Cardinals losing to the Titans, and you got them over the Colts? Hell not. Yeah, Brandon. I don't think Amon agrees with you, man. How is that an upset? What? I'm guessing you're talking about this. I mean, technically, it is a Seahawks 21-20 win is an upset because the Lions are on Jaguars' side.
Yeah, the Jaguars are favored, so it's technically an upset.
Even though Seattle, I believe, is bad. I'm going Jaguars 24-14 here. I'm going to ride with the hometown team. Just feel like they get it going, man. I feel like they keep it going with Trevor Lawrence and Travis Hunter definitely getting more involved in the offense and doing some good work on the defense as well. If his name's Travis, he's covering Travis well.
I also like that Beretta Bucks by 6, and we'll get into that in just a second.
Beretta, welcome back, man.
Appreciate it.
Eagles won. Just got to talk about that from 2 weeks ago, and yeah, I'm gonna eat my words. I picked Buccaneers, and these guys picked the Eagles. So what it is, let's bounce back and
on to win this week, and they won last week. So heck yeah. Brandon, be our tiebreaker.
Let me get the Jags 21-14.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we'll be here every Tuesday going forward, unless we have a thing. I'm thinking about putting the Discord on TikTok. If we can, I think we can post links now. So just keep an eye out for our timeline. We'll post our link and get you all on the Discord, and we could tell you when like streams are happening. We also do some RD or RZ streaming on Sundays. I don't want to really tell you what that is, but it has to deal with games and games galore. So.
Heck yeah. Allegedly. Games galore there is. Allegedly games. So hop in that cord.
Yeah, so on Sundays, if y'all don't have a way to view, then you know.
Yup. All right. Panthers, 3.5-point dogs against the Cowboys. I like the Cowboys in this one, 27-24. I do like how the Panthers play after the first quarter, but that first quarter is always rough, man. And I got to lean the Cowboys again in this one.
Leaning Panthers 30-24. I'm going to go with them. I went with them last week. It paid off. I'm going with them again. Just Bryce Young just needs to calm down, man, and start getting back to those ways he had last week. Yeah, Cowboys, especially if Chuba is out.
Yeah, Dowdle had a great game last
what
week.
About Dowdle? Dowdle can get to it. I mean, against the porous Cowboys defense, I can see it. I can see him busting open, and Ted McMillan maybe getting his targets this week.
Yep, McMillan will be found more.
Yeah, I feel like Bryce Young definitely does calm down against the Cowboys. They're at home. The Panthers are. I feel like it's a little bit of an advantage, home field advantage. But I mean, Vegas has Cowboys 3.5-point favorites. So.
Yeah,
it was against the Dolphins.
Hey, the Cowboys statistically are worse than the Dolphins. The only team worse against the rush than the Dolphins is the Cowboys, and the Cowboys also struggle mightily against QBs and wide receivers. So you can line up anyone out there
against the whole damn team. How about that?
Yeah. How do you feel about your Panthers?
Not good. I'm going Cowboys 27-14.
You heard it from the Panthers fan. Wow.
BTA.
No faith.
BTA.
Hey, they surprised me last week. Hopefully they surprise me this week.
They've really been that bad. Yeah, Cowboys have been bad. They have a really good offensive unit, but their defense is just Matt Eberflus has done nothing to help them as far as play calling and stuff is concerned. I think their personnel is kind of out of whack for what he wants as well too.
Yeah, plays in too wide of zones, so he allows a lot of chunk plays. And he has the lowest man percentage in the league. Bucks by 10 if Bucky was healthy. Yeah, I mean, Bucky is a big part of that run game. But Rashad looked nice in relief. And I like Deebo this year. Yeah, Deebo especially for fantasy.
Deebo Samuel's our number one wide receiver right now. So Terry McLaurin's out again, and look for Jaden Daniels to hook up with him again this week.
Yep. I think he's averaging like 21.6 fantasy points per game with Jaden Daniels as his quarterback, which is good for top 5 right now.
Plus getting him on the gadget plays. Cliff knows how to draw him up, and I feel like Debo Samuel is going to be that biggest benefactor, and I feel like it was a really good signing, and I'm glad we got him. Everybody was saying he was too fat and slow in training camp. One of our buddies were saying that. And I'm just like, okay, well now he's getting improved. Debo Samuel is really great, man. I love him.
Same Amon.
Reminds me of Curtis Samuel in a way. Curtis Samuel, I really liked him too. Gadget plays, running back plays, quick screen, even deep shots too.
Yeah. Again, just sets up for a good offense. Beretta, I like that. I think he's the odds-on favorite right now. I don't think you can put anyone above him. So I agree. Cam Ward's not getting there. Ashton Genty's not getting there. Yeah, Bucks offense is deadly. JCM by a mile 11. Titans Raiders.
Oh yeah, Bill. Go.
Bill.
I didn't even pick a game. I'm picking this on the fly because I guess I didn't pick this one. Skipped it.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, you might as well go first since you wrote it down. We got 4.5 point home favorites. What? Oh, it's tight. Never mind. 4.5 point favorites.
Yeah. Raiders, I'll lean barely 17-14. Not excited about this game at all. I just expect a lot of stinkiness.
They think Lamar is going to. Well, Lamar thinks he's going to play, but he's not going to play.
He's questionable right now, but he's probably going to be out. Genty will have a day. Raiders by 12. No, nothing bad there. Travis Hunter, I think he's getting worked into the offense more and more, but I expected more offensive output at the start as well. Beretta.
I'm going for an upset here. I'm going Titans. I'm going to go Titans 20-17.
You love your Titans.
Gotta give it to him. Come on, man. 10-7. Let's go. No, just kidding.
Heck yeah, Evan. Good stuff. Good stuff, Evan. Geno Smith might be the worst starter. Yeah, dude. He is atrocious, man. Brandon, how do you feel about Geno being the worst starter and your game predictions as such?
I agree, but I got Titans 24-13.
Wow.
We both love the upset. All right, let's go. I mean, I'm picking Cam Ward over Geno Smith right now. Cam Ward's hotter than Geno. I mean, Cam Ward's throwing his picks too, but Geno Smith, man. Geno Smith is looking like the Geno Smith back play for the Giants. That's just awful.
Yeah, who's scoring Ridley? Tony Pollard? Like, these guys, Chimere Dike? Like, I don't know how they won that game against the Cardinals.
Tyler Lockett's taking 2 bombs to the house for 80 yards apiece.
Goodness, Saints Pats will be good, especially if Saints lose. I think Saints do lose, and I think that will be actually a pretty good game, all things considered.
Rita's out there watching the South right now, so.
Oh yeah, they love their Bucks. I respect that though. Bucks are a good team.
Let me ask you: are you pre or post Tom Brady fan, Buck?
Question. It's gotta be pre.
Hopefully, I mean, even though I don't know, I like what they've been doing ever since he retired. Todd Bowles has been really holding it down. Baker Mayfield's been doing well. Can't really hate on the team in general. I mean, hate when you play them because then every game's kind of a thriller. I remember week 1 last year we got spanked by the Bucks, and then that doink against the Bucks Commanders did last year in the playoffs. It's 2 good games. Well, I wouldn't say good game that week 1. That week 1 was pretty bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
I get you.
Ridley was
they've
good
been a
last
fan
week.
since the 02. They've been a fan since the 02 Bucks, so they're legit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you had to watch the John Gruden, Chris Sims, huh? Cadillac Williams and Warwick Dunn, and Warwick Dunn's actually Falcon. Let me not get it wrong here. Oh man.
Still though, that defense was stingy back then. So big shout to the 02 Bucks team. And speaking of the Bucks, speaking of the Bucks, they're the next team on our slate for pick and picks. I'll go 23-20 Buccaneers at home. I think this is a really tough Niners defense, but I think the Buccaneers just do what they've done best this whole year and win 1-score games.
The Bucks are better, 20-17. Gotta say it all around. I mean, Kyle Shanahan and that offense can really whip things up, but I just like the Bucks, man. You got Buka, you got freaking Baker Mayfield, Bucky if he's healthy and he's in.
I like that pick,
dude. 29-26 Bucks. Yeah, that's. At least you're not one of those fans that are delusional as hell. Like you're gonna beat the pants off every team you'll face. You're not gonna be like 52-0.
Facts.
Enjoy a good fan. You know, a lot of these people are fair weather fans these days. Know a few. One year they're a Packers fan, next year they're an Eagles fan when they win the Super Bowl, and it's just
Brandon?
Well, Bucks and Bucks. Let me get the 49ers 27-21.
yeah,
Okay.
Man, oh, you're picking upset.
Yeah, he's picking Niners.
Burrito's coming back for you. You said 29-21, right?
27-21.
27-21? 27-21?
Any reason for the Niners pick?
I just think that they're gonna be a better overall team. Come out.
Picking his Madden plays again.
Okay.
he's doing his Woody Johnson.
Don't get me
impress.
wrong though. Bucks can possibly win too. Bucks are all around solid team, but I just feel like 49ers have.
Let me let chat know something real quick. As far as these picks go, almost week in and week out, Brandon is usually top performer.
As it stands currently, I think Brandon is first by 4 games. Let me see real quick. So Brandon is 52-26. I'm 48-30 with the correct score, and Alex is 42-36. So we are picking above the curve.
I like my upsets, man, and that's the crazy thing. Parlay is usually risky as well. I like to do those 14 legs for 80 cents to try to pay off. They never work. It is what it is. Just like to have some fun, man, with the picks. I don't like to be boring. Because then when the upsets do happen, you're just like, wow, I really picked that. Wow.
For sure. The upset picks are nice. And I don't really mind that upset pick right there, Brandon. A 2.5 point favorite at home is kind of a weird number by Vegas.
Yes.
I try to look for key numbers in upset. So
I live in Baltimore. They all quiet right. Oh yeah. Quiet, shut them up, man. Yeah.
For real. All bad there.
All right, we got another stink fest. We got a stink fest only for the fact that one of the teams blow. But then again, we got to talk about this before. Foreshadow back to the Packers and Browns. We go Bengals at Packers. 14.5 point favorites for the Packers. It should not be this big because, I mean, the Browns have a better defense. But don't get me wrong. I'm going Packers 41-6. It's bad.
That is bad.
I was trying to have some sympathy, but I'm like, oh, in my head, I'm like, Jake Browning? Nah.
Yeah.
Man, it's really going to be Browning around like a...
I would say Packers 31-10. I'll say they win by 3 touchdowns instead of what you have them 5.
Oh yeah,
but
Jags are winning the AFC. Well, Austin, that is
that is a bold take.
That really is, especially when you got the Bills and the Chiefs are having somewhat of a down year. But you got the Chiefs, you got the Chargers if they can get healthy again.
You got the Colts in your own division. Colts, yeah. Hey, I like your team though, Austin. You got a good squad this year.
Yeah, I know y'all liking Travis Hunter down. Been a diehard fan since I was a kid. I'm gonna say the same thing. Same for me. I was a Redskin fan since 2012. Back when I really started getting into football, I got it in the RG3 era. I'm only 28. Been a football fan since, and I haven't changed teams really. I mean, I used to like the Chargers back in the days, like an AFC, like an AFC team Chargers and then Skins Commanders, but I'm going straight on Commanders.
We've all had our tough go around with our teams. Chargers, Panthers, Commanders fans all in the pod, and then Breda and Austin, Jags and Bucks fans. I mean, Josh Freeman days, Blake Bortles days. Like we can all point to days where we've had rough situations.
Oh, Chad Henne days. Don't even get me wrong.
Yeah, dude, it's all bad.
Yeah, I remember 2014 against RG3 when he got injured. Again.
Yeah. We've all been there. We've all done that. Brandon, you think the Packers swamp the Bengals too here?
I have Packers 24-14.
Okay.
Imagine the Bengals win. Packers are kind of choking games they should win. I don't know. Off a bye week and to the Bengals at home, I don't think there's a shot on God's green earth that it goes down. But probably the most exciting. Urban Meyer made her seem like, oh my god, Urban Meyer reminds me of Freddie Kitchens.
worse than Freddie Kitchens, to be honest, because at least Freddie Kitchens was in house, not going to bars, hitting on women inappropriately.
Worse than Kitchens, I think, man.
Yeah, gosh. Lions, Chiefs, 3 final games on the slate, moving towards them. We're going to open up with Brandon this time. Chiefs are a 2.5 point favorite at home. Who do you got?
Can't cheat now.
I got the Lions 27-21.
Okay.
I'm going with you on that one. I'm going 35-28. I feel like the Chiefs aren't the same. The Lions can take advantage. You know, Chiefs defense, in my opinion, I feel like Monty and Gibbs and Jared Goff can pick them apart. So
Heck yeah.
looking at
Well,
it, he made terrible decisions and mistakes for the franchise, and our old GM had no business being there. Wasn't Tom Coughlin in this? Not a virtual. Wasn't he like a consultant for you back in those days?
He was a president, but it was short-lived, and then they moved on to, I forgot who their last GM was. I just know he was
Marone?
terrible. Doug Marone, he was a coach, no?
Right. So bad.
But no. I get
Gus
what you
Bradley?
mean. No, Gus Bradley was a DC for them. Regardless,
I'm kidding.
oh, I was like, oh god. James Gladstone's been good for them, and will start to do better. Yeah, so long it made so
Glad that
many
man's
cuts.
got some stones and actually making a pick like Travis Hunter. Jesus Christ.
And I'll make some stones and pick away from you guys. I'll go Chiefs 31-28.
Are you rolling with Mahomes and Kelsey and the Swifties?
I mean, again, I just think they're due for one. I don't think they're going to keep losing at home. And why are they favored in this game? Vegas obviously knows the Lions are the better team. I don't care whether you're at home. This is screaming Chiefs to me.
Making money. They're gonna make money.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll go 35-28 Lions winning. I mean, that's what Alex
Hey,
had.
that's my
so I
score.
like
Let's
it, Alex.
go.
I mean, Austin, my bad. Okay.
Got 3 eyes on the score, not just one.
Heck yeah.
All right, we got Bills 3.5 point
Schiano.
favorites. What?
Goodness. Craig Schiano. Sorry.
Lions just need to lock in. Yeah, and I believe they will. Don't ask about them in a postseason. Anyways, let's talk about Bills 3.5 point favorites at Falcons. I'm gonna go Bills 21-20 in a close one. I don't
Yeah.
have much to say about it too much. Falcons. Okay, let me go back because I have to eat my words a little bit just one more time. I said the Falcons are doo-doo buns. I said they were 5-12 this year. Honestly, they haven't been terrible except for that 130-0 shellacking from the Panthers. They've been all right. Michael Penix hasn't been that bad.
Bills blowing out Falcons. Bucks had to watch Lovie Smith. True. Lovie Smith was terrible. And yeah, I don't know. I think the reason the Bills keep this game close is because the Falcons are coming off a bye. The defensive unit is better than presented in the offseason, but I don't trust Michael Penix at all. And I don't think there's a chance they win this game, but Bills 23-21. It'll be close.
You don't like him because his lefties aren't really well like that. I mean, other than Steve Young, you really Michael Vick was iffy. I mean, his jail stint really didn't help. Where he came out. I mean, he was kind of a blaze for the Eagles for a year or so, but then Nick Foles came along and
Bills 35-13. Wow, you guys think Bills are smacking. That's fair. Brandon, what do you feel like in that case?
I got Bills 27-14.
Oh, so you think they smack too?
Falcons during the offseason have the Jags. Had to question that.
Gave
Oh,
their
Gabe,
OC.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Falcons OC is Zach Robinson though right now. No,
Who was
I
it
thought
last
it-
year? Arthur. It wasn't Arthur Smith here.
no. It was Zach Robinson last year too. So they might have shipped over another position. I don't think it was the OC though, unless he was like a different portion of the Falcons coaching staff that I didn't know of. Josh Allen Loved. Yeah, that's fair. Again, the Falcons secondary is not that good. So
We'll
see how the
talk to Peyton about
direction-
Josh Allen. Peyton loves Josh Allen.
he's a stud McMuffin, man. He's
I mean,
probably the best quarterback in the league.
if you look at some of our older, well, actually, y'all can't even look at it because we don't have the shorts on this page. But our old page, we had this page. He was glazing Josh Allen. He was on him.
J-Ro, I'd do it. Well, I mean, he's the best quarterback in the league. No,
Is
I don't.
Alright.
I,
Yeah,
think
argue with
Glaze,
that.
I think Glaze is unnecessary. Hopping on Peen, as you would say, like Geno Smith. I was glazing Geno Smith before this season. All
You were because we
I
had our
was
talks
glazing
about it.
Geno, but you know, Theo Johnson or Jake Tonjes. Johnson long term.
I was
Tonjes
gonna
has
say
one
I was gonna say Jake Tongues, bro. That's so bad. Tongues.
I think it was their DC, but yeah, Austin. Olave for Higgins and Henderson. Oh, that's tough, man, because you don't know how Higgins is going to be with Flacco, and you don't. Henderson can't even get a roll with all the fumbles, man. I don't know. I'd lean that Higgins side, but barely. No one without his old offense. I don't know. I
He
just
was
think
fine with Carroll though. That's the question. That's the
I
crazy.
think it's his
thing.
velocity. Like he's not fitting into the tight windows he wants to fit it into, and it's resulting in picks. It's a lot of tight window picks right now, and he just needs to know not to force those.
Poor thing getting too chubby. You can't get skinny. You can't fit in those windows, man.
Little chubby
Dude,
for
that sounds
holes.
bad. It sounds
Yeah,
bad.
that
It sounds like
hey,
he's raw.
yo,
Man.
sounds like he's raw and chubby for holes. Whoa, whoa!
Can we get on to the last game of the week, guys? No more Gino.
Please open up with your Commanders.
All right, Commanders 4.5 point favorites at home, doing exceptionally well at home this year. I think Bears come in. I feel like it's one of those games. I didn't even finish my score prediction, but I'm gonna say 30-20. Commanders.
Okay.
I feel like Commanders keeps it rolling. They definitely performed better than last year because I know there was no touchdowns scored in that game until close to the end. It was like 15-12 at a portion. It was
Yeah.
pretty bad. And I feel like they don't have the William Perry fumbling at the goal line again. Like last
Yeah.
year with who the hell were they running up the gut and he just fumbled at the one? Who's their big
Probably
bruiser? last year?
Rashawn Johnson.
Nah, it wasn't him. It was somebody else. It was some name. Of course it was a name. It was like a bigger name.
Mhm.
A 25-17 Commanders winning.
Okay.
AD's the better quarterback. He should have been number one, but then glad that he didn't go to Chicago. You would have hated it there. Caleb Williams does. Fingernails.
Yeah, I would say right now it's probably Daniels, then May, then Caleb, and then
You do like Drake May.
Onyx. I don't know. I still think Drake May has a higher ceiling than
Jaden.
Daniels, but again, I
look
really
at-
like Jaden. So
I'm gonna say Jaden's a good quarterback. He has great anticipation, philosophy. He's just really good with his timing. He's really good with like that VR training is something else. But anyways,
true.
I feel like the offensive system helps him out. It really does. Cliff Kingsbury is doing a really good job at tailoring to him and helping him develop into what he needs to be. Soon, I'm not going to say the training wheels are going to have to come off because I just feel like once he develops, maybe past the third, fourth year, you can take some of the college wrinkles out and start getting a little bit more aggressive and flex. I guess. Instead of zone read
get that.
here, screen there, deep shot there, it could be something else.
Yep. But important to execute. Again, JD's been excellent in the postseason as well. So definitely more things on his resume and more things to lean to a more confident floor with Jaden over May. But I
Time
think
for-
that's a conversation for another day when they've both had more time.
Time for Jaden Daniels to go on some receiving route.
Yeah.
Your time. All right, yeah.
So in this game, Bears coming off a bye. I'm going to lean Commanders 27-24. I think this is a game where the Commanders can also drop this one. I thought they would drop the Falcons game a couple weeks ago, and I didn't have the balls to pick it, but I was leaning that way. I don't think the Bears get the Dubski though. I think Commanders 3 points seems like a good line to me.
We did
Brandon?
talk, Austin. We did talk about the Jags, by the way. Going back to it, me and Brandon picked Jaguars to win. Peyton picked Seattle to win I picked them by 10 points. Brandon picked them by 10 points by a touchdown.
Heck yeah. Brandon, and you end us off.
So Commanders 21-14.
Okay. We're in agreement there. Heck yeah.
All right, Commanders get the win. Hopefully, I'll hopefully be back here at Happy Camper
Yo.
Monday night game. Guys, this has been week 6. If you got any more fantasy questions, get them out of the way now.
Austin, just before we wrap on up, again, I appreciate you coming in. Again,
yeah.
giving your non-biased Jags takes as well, because saying you have the Seahawks and you just see it through. That's the NFL fans we need in here.
Yeah,
So
follow
appreciate your commentary.
Yeah, follow if you didn't already. Like Paige says, we fans like you doing burrito. Everybody loves their own teams, but at the same time, you love the people that can actually put the fan bias aside, put to the follow me.
Appreciate that.
Really come in here and just speak it how it is. You know,
Yeah.
I'm pretty fan biased. There's times where I try to step away from it. Peyton's pretty unbiased. You know, he probably did pick the Chargers every day of the week. Analytics just getting away for him, and Brandon's pretty unfan biased. All of the Panthers think he's not picking the Panthers.
For sure.
Appreciate
But
the follow.
heck yeah. Yeah, thank you, Austin. Appreciate all your comments too throughout
we-
this whole thing.
Yeah, we'll be
Means a
throwing out
lot.
more shorts and all that stuff. We'll be back on that grind this week. So,
Heck
Peyton, you're still gonna do those
The picks.
parlays, yeah.
Yep, I'll put the picks out on Friday. I missed a couple from last week. I had some unofficial ones, but I didn't put them out there just because I didn't want to be in front of a camera. But we're all good now. So
There's
now
still
I'm
one.
feeling good.
All right.
So
Appreciate y'all coming in. We'll be back here next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, on the West Coast, it's 5, I believe. Every Tuesday, man. It's on our TikTok page schedule. But like I said, if I'm gonna post a Discord server, so watch out for you page. I'm gonna post that, and if y'all want to join in, we'll keep weekly updates with streaming. And also, we're gonna do our RZ stream. If you can't games, you'll be some stuff there. Games like GTA, you know, and
other
Madden.
things.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
But if you guys are there, yeah, every Sunday we'll be streaming that, and then we'll be doing it no mic so y'all can watch uninterrupted, and then we'll be back here Tuesday for the weekly breakdown. So we hope to see y'all there, man.
Heck yeah. Again, I appreciate you all for coming in. It's been great. Till next time.
All right.
Peace.